What's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be going over a few more disarms that you can practice with your partner, with your friend, at home, at the gym, in your class, wherever you guys train. We're also going to be doing it single stick against single stick. So I'm here with my partner, Guru Sam, and we're going to be showing you guys the concept called eject. So this is number 2 out of the 3 concepts that I teach. Number 1 was the vine concept, so if you didn't get a chance to watch the video, make sure you guys check that out. We launched that one last week, so watch that one, watch this one, play around with them. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. So the eject concept is basically removing the stick and maintaining the position of the hand or whatever is holding the weapon. And basically it's going to look like if my arm was a plane and the pilot pressed eject, the stick will go flying. I don't really care about the stick, but the plane maintains its course for a set amount of time until it crashes. And then the crash is going to resemble me turning it into a wrist lock, into a throw, into a submission, something else to get going. So when we work with an eject disarm, the very most basic and most important part is the structure behind it, in which I get my arm in a position to eject the stick. So the first one we're going to work on is an angle number 2. As soon as I get this connection here, I'm going to look for his hand. I'm going to push it while I slip my arm in. As I slip it in, my hand does not need to be in a specific position. Ideally, I'd like my thumb in the middle and 4 fingers on top like this. But I'm going to slap it, slide my hand in, and I want to glue the stick to my forearm as tight as possible. Okay, so naturally, Guru Sam wants the stick to go forward because he wants it to hit me. So I'm using that to glue it towards my forearm so I can start to create a frame. My right arm is in a 90-degree angle. From this position, when I have it glued, now I can start to adjust my thumb underneath. And what I need to do is turn with my entire body. If I just turn with the frame, I end up bending it too much and I lose it. So when I have it here, I'm going to be pressing almost like I want a wrist lock. So I'm digging in with my 4 fingers at the thumb. I'm pushing my own thumb at the base of his hand. And I'm going to twist my shoulders so I cause a bend in his wrist. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push enough with my frame to maintain it. I'm not going to push over like I'm striking. I'm going to pull the hand that's gripping past my arm, almost into my armpit. And when I do that, I really want to outbalance Guru Sam and make a stick go not into his shoulder, but behind it. So I'm going to do it beside and eventually behind. Now I can also launch this super far if I really wanted to, but all I really need is a slight little tug. So when I have this frame nice and tight, I pull, and notice the framework of Guru Sam is exactly the same, but the stick's removed. And then from here I can start locking, flowing into submission, striking, so on and so forth. Okay, I'll show you guys that from the other side. It's very, very simple. The setup is the hardest part and the most important. Slap and immediately slide your hand in and glue it to your forearm. Okay, so when I hit that, I slap and I glue. So this may not be perfect. You see in this time right here, I grabbed a little bit of the stick in his thumb. As long as I glue it, I have a chance to work my way down because of this counter pressure I'm causing. I'm pushing with my frame and I'm pulling his hand or the stick into my frame. So that counter pressure gives me a chance to slide it down. Then with my entire body, I twist to cause the bend. Using enough force on the top arm, really, really pulling at the bottom, I eject the stick, and then flow from there. Okay, so the first one that we do on that eject disarm, it really is supposed to flow directly into sort of a flow from there. I like to do an inverted arm bar, and it's supposed to be very constant. It's not supposed to be disarm. Let's think about it. Let's go into something. The option should be exposed after I get rid of the stick. Okay? That's the reason why we keep the frame. So when we talk about eject disarms, this is off of angle 2, and I'm looking to push and pull. Now, if I work off of angle 1, I'm going to do what's called a transition block. Basically, I need my stick to go from top to bottom. So I'm striking through the stick. I'm checking with my hand. Again, this doesn't need to be perfect, but I need to know I have the hand here. I'm going to grab, and I want to work my hand down, where now my thumb is on the meat of his thumb, and my 4 fingers are behind. I twist that until I can't twist it anymore. I bring it to the lower half, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my stick, and I'm going to use my hooking section, and I'm just going to guide the stick. So I'm going to walk it towards Guru Sam's left knee. So it's almost like a diagonal. and I don't want to hit it because if I hit it, it's going to pop back up here, hit one of us in the face. I just want to nonchalantly walk it down and strip it. Okay, still have the same position, and I can work with the same way. Okay, show you guys that from the other side as well. So this is off angle 1 using a transition block. Grab, work my hand down, twist it counterclockwise to the bottom, twist till you can't twist anymore. Using my hooking section going diagonal, I'm just going to walk it. Okay, so sometimes you can add a lot of force, sometimes it's a very nonchalant strip. It's just really, you're focusing more on the actual arm than you are on the stick. The stick is going to get removed one way or the other. It's what happens with what's controlling it. And we look at it as kind of like a line of command. So the stick is controlled by the hand is controlled by the wrist is controlled by the elbow is controlled by the shoulder. So I'm worried about all of this. The stick can be interchangeable. Yeah? So working with our second disarm here, there is a what if I fail, right? So working the same way here, I set it up and then I do this and nothing happens. It does a little wobble. So I want to keep this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it across my body, and I'm going to pull his hand from the right side to the left side, using my body to strip it down to the ground. Then from here I flow and work as well. So if you look at it, when we do the first disarm to the second, again, they work together. I don't have to rearrange it, it's already there for me. And that's how I'm able to disarm without thinking, without troubleshooting. It's already embedded in my technique, just as the inverted armbar would be from number 1. Okay, so that is essentially what eject disarms look like. There are plenty more, but I want you guys to play around with that and really get used to the feeling of the stick leaving, but the hand or the arm staying in that position. Work through that, see what disarms you guys can get from that kind of concept, see what it can flow into, submissions, locks, throws, you name it, especially if you guys cross-train, if you guys do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, if you guys do any sort of physical contact with lots of throws and locks, see what that can bring into your game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, catch you guys up.